too old to be here?
Kiddos.
What?
Am I too old to be here?
No, of course not.
Does it look weird that I'm here?
No, not at all.
Am I hotter than these little...
Yes, you look amazing.
How old are you?
I just turned 29.
Recently?
Last year.
So you're 29?
Last year.
And how old are you right now?
1 more year older.
So 30?
Yeah.
Inside this stupid body, I am still young. I still feel. I still want. I still dream.
Can you imagine your grandma, your ma, making videos like this on TikTok? When women don't have children, they don't have a family, they don't have a man, they don't have any of these things to focus on as they age. I swear they either turn into basically like the hermits that don't want to be in public at all, or they just do some wild stuff for attention. That's one of the reasons why you see all these Karens nowadays, you know?
I'm confused how two beautiful women can't even get talked to.
I turned 30 this year, and I'm sure lots of women will resonate that turning 30 comes with so much judgment. I feel like people were like, oh, why isn't she engaged yet? Like, why did she leave her past relationship? Does she still live there? Is she still working there? How come, like, doesn't she want kids? Like, what is she doing? But honestly, like, I've never been more free and happy in my entire life. Like, the other day I was at the beach with a couple of my close friends, and we were talking about how we all turned 30 this year, and like our 20s were just like, we like don't even know what happened. Like, all these things happen to you in your 20s, and they just happen to you. Sometimes, like, you can't control, actually many times in life you can't control what happens. But like, now that we've gotten to a stage in our lives where we have like more stable jobs, stable income, stable friendships, and we're like, holy, like, what the was going on in our 20s. And I think the biggest difference between me in my 20s and me now is that I just do things for myself. Like, I think especially in my like early to mid 20s, I just genuinely didn't know what I wanted. So I had to go through a bunch of things to realize, oh, this is the kind of life I want. This is the kind of friends I want. This is the kind of music I like. This is the kind of man I like. Like, it's just, you don't know these things until you go through a bunch of different experiences.
So she basically became the beta male provider in her own life. She now has all of that security that a beta would have provided her. She's become her own husband. And here's the thing, she could be completely genuine. Maybe she's totally happy. I imagine there is elements of truth to that. You know, she's just hanging out. She can kind of live whatever kind of lifestyle she wants, chilling with friends and that kind of stuff. But here's the thing, there is no long-term thinking in this whatsoever. It will not stay this way where you're at right now, just being able to hang out with friends all the time. If you look 30 years down the line, where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? Do you think all of your entire friend group is going to stay together in the city? Think your lifestyle is going to stay the same? No, they're going to want to move on to have children and a family as well. And that's the thing with a lot of people today, because it's not just a woman thing. They're living for the moment, living for now and nothing else. There's no even thought of the long term. And if she keeps this exact same mindset for the next 30 years, she's going to be alone. She's just going to be that cat lady that we always talking about. And again, you do you. It's your life. But that is a miserable existence. This is the harsh reality, and the data does not lie. According to a Harvard and Yale study, a college-educated woman has a 5% chance of getting married at the age of 35 if she's single. The study also projected that a woman's chances of getting married dropped to 2.6% at the age of 40. If these women aren't married by at least 35, their odds are almost zero. They're very, very low.
I was just thinking, I'm probably going to be alone for the rest of my life. How many of you are alone and like are okay with it? Like are okay with it? Like,
I think most men are happy to be alone, whereas most women hate being alone or feeling unattractive. 100%. Most men embrace solitude. Women don't know how to do this. Facts.
I had no idea there was such a disdain for single moms up until this post. And I'm really perplexed by this because single moms are where it's at. We have an unlimited supply of snacks, juice boxes, water bottles, baby wipes, because you never know when you're going to spill. I can whip up the most elaborate meal on the planet with the most random ass that I've got in the pantry just to fill your belly. You're fucking missing out, bro.
So all that stuff you can just buy in the grocery store, or, you know, you can even get it shipped to you through Amazon. Yeah, yikes.
So this is my first video, and I don't normally do stuff like this, but I'm thinking out loud, so I kind of just wanted to share my thoughts with people and get everyone's opinion on things.
Okay.
But I've been single for a while, and I am just wondering why we're all struggling to meet someone, because there seems to be loads of people that want to meet someone. There's more ways now more than ever to meet someone, and even though it's the standard of it's too easy now and there's too much choice and all that, I just find it really bizarre that we just everyone seems to want to not be single. Like, you see all these like videos online, and yet everyone as well can't. Everyone seems to be dating wrong or doing something. I don't know what it is. I know I must be doing something wrong. So I just kind of want to know what everyone's thoughts are as to why there are so many great people, especially like in the mid, like sort of 30s to like right up to like early 50s pool, that want to meet someone, but the dating game is just brutal. So yeah, please share any thoughts and only kind ones, because this is my first video.
She wants me to be nice, okay? So let me up the gentleman a little bit, and let's use our gentlemanly skills, okay? Let us not be crass. For some women, getting back into the dating market, especially if they were in a long-term relationship, which is the case for a lot of women, they'll usually get into a long-term relationship around that 29, 30 year mark, be in a relationship for about 7 to 8 years, get divorced, and then they have to go back out into the dating market. Now, here's something that is absolutely huge: the advent of dating apps. If you haven't used dating apps before, if you were used to this whole kind of old world dating where, you went to a bar, some guy chatted you up, you get his number, you go on a few dates, and boom, you're husband and wife magically, that is basically gone. Most people meet each other through dating apps nowadays. And what happens when women age, the thing is, the dynamic switches. And it switches around that 30-year-old mark, where in women's 20s, their value was way up here and they were really doing great. They could get with basically any guy they wanted, and they were almost more picking the men. But what happens when she turns 30 and gets a little bit older, now the men are the ones that are able to choose. And the whole dating apps thing, dating apps don't want you to get into a relationship, because when you're in a relationship, you don't use their apps. So they will intentionally match you with people that they know will be subpar for you. Maybe you'll get a week-long fling from it or something like that, but then after that fling, you're back on the dating apps doing the exact same thing, and then they send you that exact same subpar person again. So they want to keep you in this constant cycle, because obviously they want to make money. So long story short, you basically fumbled the bag. If you were in a long-term relationship before you got married, you got kids and all this kind of stuff, you were winning back then, but now you're down. I was being a gentleman, guys. All right, I was trying my best.